In the small, isolated village of Ravensbrook, a chilling legend plagued the minds of its inhabitants. Whispers of a malevolent presence known only as the Shadow filled the night air. The villagers lived in constant fear, for those who crossed its path were never seen again. At the heart of the village stood an ancient mansion, shrouded in eerie mist and surrounded by gnarled trees. Locals believed it to be the dwelling of the Shadow itself. But despite the terror, a young woman named Elara dared to venture into the mansion's depths, driven by a desperate desire for answers. One moonless night, Elara donned a cloak and carried a flickering lantern, its dim light casting ghastly shadows. As she crept through the mansion's cobweb-laden halls, the air grew colder, and every creak of the floorboards amplified her fear. The walls seemed to whisper, their tales of past horrors echoed in her ears. Suddenly, Elara heard a haunting melody from afar. Mesmerized, she followed the sound and it led her to a locked chamber. The door bore a mysterious symbol etched in dark obsidian. Undeterred, Elara found a hidden key and unlocked the chamber, revealing an otherworldly sight. Within the chamber, an ethereal figure played a haunting melody on a violin, its mournful tune resonating with Elara's deepest fears. The figure turned slowly, and she saw its eyes, a piercing crimson that held both sorrow and malice. The Shadow, as the legend went, was a being cursed for an eternity of loneliness. It hungered for human companionship, but its touch consumed all who came close. Elara's heart wrenched with empathy for the entity trapped in eternal darkness. Over time, Elara and the Shadow developed a peculiar bond. Each night she returned to the mansion to share stories and find solace in the melody that emanated from the violin strings. The villagers noticed her absence and speculated on her whereabouts, but no one dared approach the mansion. As weeks turned into months, Elara's visits became more frequent, and her connection with the Shadow deepened. She could sense its pain and sorrow, and she became determined to find a way to break the curse. However, as the bond strengthened, the darkness within the mansion grew stronger. Unseen forces whispered sinister secrets in Elara's dreams, and unsettling visions haunted her waking hours. The village itself was enveloped in a perpetual gloom, mirroring the Shadow's torment. Despite the warnings from the villagers and her own trepidation, Elara was committed to saving the Shadow from its eternal suffering. Yet she soon realized that her act of compassion came at a dreadful price. The Shadow's grip on her soul tightened with each visit, siphoning her life force and tethering her to the mansion forever. In the end, Elara became an eternal resident of the haunted mansion, destined to play the violin, trapped between worlds, just like the being she sought to free. The village of Ravensbrook learned to avoid the mansion, leaving it to rot in the depths of its darkness. And so, the legend of the Shadow and the tragic tale of Elara passed through generations, a chilling reminder of the depths to which compassion and curiosity can lead when embraced by darkness.